Hi, I'm Alexis, and welcome back to another episode of Pop Culture Breakdown. I'm here with my friend, Maximillian.
Hi.
And today we're going to be going over PR, sequels, and what makes a show binge-worthy. But before we begin, let's take a look at this week's most trending pop culture moments. The 2026 Oscars basically dominated the week. Major wins plus viral moments are still being talked about. Big films like One Battle After Another and Sinners took home major awards, while movies like Marty Supreme got nominated for 9 awards, yet walked away with nothing. And then to start off with today's topic, how do you feel about method acting and more the way with method dressing and how celebrities always like to promote their projects by dressing as the part or character?
I feel like it's fun. Like, it's definitely, I don't know, like, it's very connecting, I feel like, especially when actors are within their like flow state. Like, they're still used to being that character. They were on that set for so long. They are now the character, like, and they're showing us that they're actually embodying and being that said character. It connects them to the character. It connects us better to what they're gonna show us. Like, I feel like it's fun, you know, like with Zendaya and how she showed up with the wedding dress that first of all, it was a white dress that she wore at her 2015, I think, Oscars. And then she brought it back to rewear it now because she said not only is it just a beautiful white dress, it's also a wedding dress, which also kind of symbolizes her role in the drama where she's like getting married or something like that. Like, she's in a relationship, a new relationship with, what's his name?
Robert Pattinson. Yes. I know we also seen like other method acting, like how we've seen RDJ and how he wore his green suit to promote Doomsday. He wore it at the Oscars. Meanwhile, Doomsday isn't coming out until December.
Yeah, just a teaser. Just be teasing us for real. And also, because we love the green, but green reminds me of Cynthia Erivo.
Oh, yes. Cynthia
green for a year.
Cynthia Erivo, and how Ariana Grande also did a bunch of like method dressing, especially for Wicked. Like, for both Wicked 1 and 2, they did method dressing. Ariana just wore pink, and then and then Cynthia Elphaba just wore green.
Yeah. Like, they literally, when I thought of green, I thought of Cynthia Erivo because of how long she like used green to symbolize, I guess, her character. She entirely embodied green. Like, she just was green. And then Ariana was this like light pink all the time. Like, you'd always see them in like these beautiful kind of costume like outfits because it was so extravagant. It was never like a simple like gown or something. Like, it was always something like that will stand out and like that will get more recognized, I feel like, for especially their characters. But now we can easily connect green, Wicked, pink, Wicked, and now RDJ. Everybody's thinking and connecting of green to now Doomsday.
Especially since Wicked is done, like now green is going to slowly move into Doomsday, especially when it gets to more promoting, more red carpets, the premieres, everything is going to be green. It's going to be to a point where like instead of relating green to Wicked and Cynthia Erivo, green is going to be embodied by RDJ.
Yeah. And then also, oh my God, you just reminded me too, because Michael B. Jordan, he accepted his awards as his characters. Like, there's like this conspiracy. He accepted one reward as Stack and the other award as as Smoke. But then like his like co-star or co-actor, he wore the teeth to the Oscars. Did you see that?
Yes.
Like, what? I've never seen that. I've never seen them actually wear like something as obviously of a costume, I guess, to an award show. Like, that was so like.
It was another way.
That was new.
It was another way of the kind of method dressing because
definitely,
if you think about it, there really was no kind of color for Sinners. I mean, if you think about it, maybe it was like a reddish blue.
Because wasn't Stack or Smoke was red? I think Stack was blue. I think.
Yes. So and it would be red or blue. But yeah, like, of course, Michael B. Jordan, like, he had the colors, like he had the theme, but nobody else did. Their costumes never actually gave a certain theme or color.
Yeah.
The movie itself didn't even give like a certain theme or color.
Yeah.
So because of that, they try to do like a new way of method dressing with the teeth.
Wow.
They got creative with that because
That's
that was
true.
still them promoting. That was still them promoting the movie.
Yeah.
That was still them embodying the character.
Yeah. That was entirely brand new. I've never seen it before, but it's memorable. Mm-hmm. You know, like I like stuff like that. Like it sticks out more than just signifying your character with a color. Like actually, like resembling like such a like I don't know. For me, it was like kind of dark but kind of cool. Because also he was a bad guy. Mm-hmm. So it was like wow.
And I know that we're actually seeing it a lot more because we're seeing it a lot more and it's becoming a lot more common. I mean, we just saw it for Zendaya for her movie is coming out April 3rd. We just saw it for the Oscars. It happened last week.
Yep.
And we just saw it for Wicked and how like it quietly went over a span of like 2 years. Is there ever a point where you think it might be like too much?
Yes. Yes. Unfortunately, yes. I'm sorry. Because going back to Wicked, there was so much like outwardly like promo. Like it didn't seem genuine after a while. Like I worked in Bloomingdale's while it was coming out or before it came out, I think. It came out around like Christmas time, I think, or like Thanksgiving. And like that whole like maybe semester through September, through December, it was like just pink and green everywhere. Like every store was like Wicked themed. Dunkin' Donuts had like tin cans and those Starbucks had those cups. Like it was so I don't know, it didn't feel genuine. It just felt like they were throwing it in our face.
And then I saw Dunkin' also had like those like munchkins.
Yeah.
That had like the sprinkles on it, like the pink and green sprinkles, like because they keep on like promoting Wicked. And you're right, especially for Wicked, there was a point where it did seem to be too much because it's a lot being thrown in our face, especially even with Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, because yes, they did like to embody the character to promote it, but it also got to a point where it seemed like we were just seeing
It was just
Glinda
being shoved down our
and
throats.
Elphaba.
Shoved.
It was to a point where you're almost seeing them even on the red carpets or even in premieres just as their character and not them.
Yeah. They were even doing interviews together like after the movie even came out and they were still embodying their characters. Like I feel like after like a certain point, it's okay to be done. It's okay to be done. Like
And
Lord.
then I know that it is after a certain point it is okay to be done, especially since they finished filming both Wicked 1 and 2 at the same time. So they finished filming even before Wicked 1 came out. They finished filming back in like what? 2023?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
2023, maybe early 2024.
That makes sense though.
It makes sense. But then again, it's like you see them still embody the character until both movies are done. I mean, Ariana Grande didn't even dye her hair back to brunette until after Wicked 2.
Yeah.
Because she still wanted to
Feel it.
she still wanted to feel as Glinda. She still wanted to present Glinda. Because if you have brunette hair but you're still wearing a pink dress, you're not actually really... You're embodying the character, but people aren't seeing the character.
I have another person too. Jack Black, when he was doing the Mario movie, he highly like embodied the method acting or method dressing. Even like he loved what's that character that he was playing?
Wasn't he was Bowser, right?
Bowser.
Yes.
He loved it. Like he went on Jimmy Kimmel. Like he sang that one song. Everybody, and it stuck in my head for a little bit too. But like he wore the colors to represent the character. He went out of his way to just personally promote it purely. Because he loved it. He loved his character. He loved the movie that he was doing. He loved the purpose. He got to even create the song. Did you know that? That was his song.
He created the song.
He created, bro. He's so talented. He's so talented. And you can just see he loves his job. That's when when I like to look at method acting because it's like, it's real. They make it real.
It's not too much. It's not about like promoting a movie, but it's more about like promoting something that you are proud of, something that you love. Because I mean, of course, all actors are proud of like their projects, but then again, it gets to a point where you can't see the difference between them actually loving the project versus them just promoting it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because then it gets to a point where it's too much to throw it in our faces. Like it's like, okay, we've seen the same dress in pink or green, or we've seen like the same outfit in the same color, like
Yes.
I don't know how many times, like a different dress, but always the
Yes.
same color or always the same theme.
Yeah.
And it gets to a point where it is too much.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Now, shall we talk about sequel?
Oh, we shall. We shall.
I know that like with PR, it can definitely be a lot. Can definitely be to a point where throwing it in our faces. And we see that a lot with sequels. We see that to a point where they are throwing it in our faces, and it's more just to keep the franchise and fandom going versus actually, wanting to do a project for the fans.
Yeah.
Are there any sequels that you think is too much?
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of movies that have a very long storyline that sometimes you lose the plot during the way. Like with Scream. I love Scream. I genuinely do. I like how there's a new villain within each movie. There's a new reason for the villain to be a villain. Like there's a new character that, but it kind of it strayed away from its original purpose. Like we fell in love with the first cast, and she even got a phobia of phones. We saw her go from high school to college. Like we followed them in their lives. We even saw her grow up and like move away from people. Like that's what kept me going for like maybe the first 4. But then it's like now there's 7, and now there's a whole new cast, a whole new crew, a whole new reason to want to kill or whatever. But they brought back the original Cindy. Is her name? They brought back the original victim, which is like okay, like I like when it circles back, but I feel like it could have circled back maybe a while ago.
Yeah.
Maybe a while ago.
I feel like them bringing back like original characters for Scream 7, it was creative, but also there is a point where it's too much because there were only 2 to 3 characters actually came back for the as originals. They had to get an entirely new cast, and that's not the first time because they had a new cast for Scream 5 to go into Scream 6. And
I love Jenna, but Lord have mercy, give her a new movie, please.
It gets to the point where it gets to be too much because it's just new characters that they're throwing in our faces for us to love and make a connection with.
Yeah.
So then we can go see the other sequels for them. And then once those characters start to become the new OG, then they'll bring in new characters.
Like, okay. Okay. Wrap it up.
Yeah, it just gets to a point where it's like too much.
Yeah. Like, oh my gosh. Also, okay, wait. This one I actually do kind of like, and there's a lot of them. I Know What You Did Last Summer. I still know what you did last summer. I won't forget what you did last summer. I actually kind of like that long sequeled out movie. They made a lot of them, but they kept the original cast. They didn't stray away from the original plot line. Like the reason for a villain just became more and more like, I don't know, plot worthy. There was a lot of value to their plots. I don't know how to explain it. Like I'm not in love, or I'm not captured by a movie that is a sequel from an original. If it's like we're straying away from the plot, we have to create a new plot that semi relates to the original plot. Like I like when they kind of stay with the same theme, the same people, but like the villain is an outside person. That's where I'm like, okay, that's kind of fine, because it's like, we don't really fall in love with villains. We fall in love with the original cast. But then when you make the original cast the villain, it's like, oh, like wow. Like that I appreciate. Avatar, I loved. I didn't watch the 3rd one yet, but each movie had its own reason. We stayed with the same characters. We had the same overall plot or mission, But they have like, little side quests or little things that they want to get done. They have to learn how to survive in new communities, meet new people. They have to learn how to mesh in to those communities as well in order to properly live with them too. And they have to, it's nice to see like those processes, especially with those movies that are what, 3 hours long each. Like, it's nice to see because we're seeing every little piece, but it makes sense because they're overall fighting the same demons. Like, especially with Marvel, like, we know that there's going to be outside villains or whatever that come from different universes, different planets or whatever, and that makes sense to us because that was already stated within the plot. There's superheroes that fight external beings.
And then, like, going back to Avatar, I like the fact that they took their time on it.
Yeah.
Because especially with movies like how, going back to Scream 7, they had to get a whole new cast and start over with a new plot. Yet the movie came out 3 years afterwards. And honestly, I think that was too soon. They definitely could have given it more time because we understand, like, you had to work with a whole new plot, new characters, and you had to try to like find something that would make sense. So if you took the time on it, then I wouldn't have been mad. Like, I wouldn't have been mad because then it would have been better. Would have been a better plot line. Would have been a better script. Everything would have been better.
Yeah.
An example would be like Incredibles.
Oh, yes.
Because they did just announce that they're coming out with a third movie.
And as they should. That I'm excited for.
But that's not coming out till 2028.
Yes.
2028.
Yeah.
2028.
Yeah.
And wait, if I'm not mistaken, Incredibles 2 came out in 2018.
Wow. 10 years.
10 years later.
Wow.
And that's Incredibles 2.
Wow. Yeah.
Incredibles 1 came out in 2004.
Yeah. And Avatar, that was 2008, the first one.
Avatar 2009.
Wow. The first one, yeah.
Avatar 2 was 2022.
Yeah. Yeah. We could see when they put in more effort.
Avatar 3 was
Yeah.
2025, but I'm still not mad because
They were in a continuation process. Like, they didn't stop. I think. Yeah, that's what happened.
Like,
with them.
I'm not mad because they still took the time on it, especially if it takes you 3 years, especially if it takes you 13 years to come out with a second movie.
Yeah.
And Incredibles, I love Incredibles because they waited 14 years to make the second movie, only to wait another 10 years for the third. They are taking the time. They're trying to make sure that it is right.
I have a really controversial one, actually, now that I think about it.
Go
Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Why?
Yo.
Why? Because the last one is always like the worst one for all of them. I feel like. I'm sorry to say, it's always the worst one, and not just because it's sad.
Okay. No, wait. Then I have a question. Do you think the next Spider-Man that's coming out in July, do you think that's going to be bad?
Yes.
Really?
But not even just because of the sequel value, but mainly because Marvel with their not even scripts, but I guess like their plot value, it definitely depreciated. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't feel as attached to these new Marvel movies
no,
as I used to.
It definitely went down, and that's because they
pushing them out. They
are now following quantity over quality.
Yeah. Like they have a quota.
Because at first it used to be just movies, which would come out every 3 to 4 years,
Yeah.
which was a good pacing. It was a good pacing. But now they have both movies and TV that they need to work with. They're trying to release at least one movie or TV show every year.
Yeah.
And then because of that, the ones that they think won't be popular, they completely disregard for anything quality-wise. Like, for example, She-Hulk.
Oh my goodness. Poor She-Hulk. She deserved more.
Poor She-Hulk. Because honestly,
She's stronger than Hulk.
she is. But
She deserves a better story.
she did need a better story. But if you think about it, not people would think of the name and think, oh, this is not going to be good. They assume that. So then the directors and everybody who's making She-Hulk is like, okay, well, if that's the case, we don't really got to even put much money into this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so unfortunate.
So then it's a bad script, bad writing, bad plot.
Yeah. But bringing it back to what you said earlier about connecting to their fan bases, like, there's people who grew up on the actual comics, like the comic books, rather than just the face valued movies, like surface valued movies, especially because you're seeing it, you know. But like when you're reading it, you're learning about new characters from these gained experiences through finding new comics and connecting them and connecting dots on your own. And now you're seeing it being played out in movies that are half-assed. Like, I know you're mad. Like, I keep talking about value, but you know, there's no other way to, like, you know.
You're good.
But like nostalgic value, like, that's what gets people connected to characters, to movies, to plots, or whatever you want to say. Like, I don't know. It makes it seem so just not genuine.
Mm-hmm.
Not genuine. Like, you know, these people fell in love with these characters. Stan Lee, that was his whole point. He made a black Spider-Man. He made a two vampire superheroes, Blade and Morbius.
Oh, yes.
Two.
Yes.
Like Ghost Rider. Like, he made all these like unique characters, and and I'm so thankful that they had their great movies when they did, because now they're going to be catapulted into these horrible movies just so that they can connect some type of value or nostalgia to the movies, just so that people will go. Mm-hmm. They're gonna bring back these old characters that, what's her name? In the new Deadpool versus Wolverine movie, what's her name?
Oh my God, Elektra.
Elektra. They brought her back out of nowhere. Like, yes, everybody in the movie theater was like, yeah, but also that's a high valued movie. Everyone loves Deadpool. Everyone loves Wolverine. You put them together, you're going to get a whole new fan base now. And people have been talking about this combination because people both like the idea of Deadpool's sword and Wolverine's claws, yeah, because it's made of the same thing. And they're both unkillable. Mm-hmm. So people have been connecting these dots. It's just now they're actually putting it into fruition. Fruition, sorry. It's like seeing it is just unreal. But then you're bringing all these, you know, characters from back in the day. It's like, oh, okay, like I kind of, and the dude from oh my God, what's his name? He was Captain America, but now they brought him back as Johnny, or what was his name?
Oh my God,
in Fantastic Four.
Yeah, in the Fantastic Four.
That was weird.
Yeah, how they
y'all
brought
just
back...
killed him. Y'all just like, you can't wait to bring people back from the dead. Like, that's what. Oh my gosh, like
it's just no longer genuine, and it gets to the point where it's kind of like a waste of our time.
Yeah.
A waste of our time.
Yeah.
And then
talking about how people exist in other universes, like you're hinting to us that you're gonna bring back dead characters.
Mm-hmm.
You're Xavier, his sister, his one sister that don't nobody ever talk about. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Thanks for that.
And then like going into like a waste of our time or something that is worth our time. Binging. Yes. Because I know that even in 2019, I binged all of the Marvel movies that were there. Like, I binged all of it, and it was good. I had a good time because like it was all good quality. They took the time, and I just made me grow to love the fan base more.
Yeah.
But I know that I binged it because of the quality and how the movies were produced and made. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to ask, what do you think makes a show or movie binge-worthy?
There's a lot. Yo. There's a lot of things I feel like that make me want to continue to watch a show. I'm really hard to, I feel like, get hooked on a first episode, my mom always tells me to always watch 2 episodes, always watch the first 2, not just the first one, you know, because you want to see how they're going to continue the plot. Watching the first one is just them introducing a plot, and they're kind of like getting started, or they're already in the middle of fixing it. You just want to see a continuation of it, but I don't know. I feel like I need comedic relief, like just a little bit. Whether it's like a smart ass or something, like I need a little bit of comedic relief so I can kind of like not always feel tense while watching a show. Like I cannot always feel tense. I feel like a lot of shows, like even serious shows or whatever, have like a bit of like comedy just to kind of relieve an audience, because you can't always be like, what's gonna happen next? What happened? Like no, like I need to, okay, like he did say that's hilarious, like funny guy. Like, you need a character to look forward to for those little laughs and relatability. I feel like is also important. Like when you can understand a character on like a normal level, like seeing them beyond what they're being presented as, like, okay, like, oh, she's a single mother and stuff like that. Like I like being introduced like that within a show. What about you? What keeps you hooked?
What keeps me hooked is basically everything as a whole. And I know it's kind of like a bad example to give, but everything really does connect with one another to flow smoothly. Like you need a good script.
Yeah.
You need a good plot.
Definitely.
You need good characters. You need actors that actually fit the characters.
Yes. Don't overestimate and don't underestimate.
Yeah, like you need like all those flow together to actually make a good show.
Yeah.
Especially since for the actors, because I know that they like to have certain actors as the role only because they're trending or only because they're good for the media, but that doesn't mean they're meant for the role.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, then I'm not watching it.
What show can you think of that has that case?
I have one.
Okay.
And it's kind of controversial because she has been in a lot of movies recently. So what I'm about to say may be a bit controversial.
All right, everybody sit down.
McKenna Grace.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. I love her.
Yeah.
She is a good actress. And I think that she definitely is meant for certain roles, like how she's got the role of Daphne for Scooby-Doo.
Nope, don't like that. I don't like that.
I only like that because that is her dream role. So I know that she wouldn't let the character down.
So, do you know who Daphne is? Daphne is that girl. I love McKenna, but she's always like soft. Daphne's not soft. You know? I don't know how to explain it. I feel like Daphne is just like, she's a bad bitch. She's a bad bee. Like,
no, and I can get behind you on that.
She's
but like,
also young, McKenna.
Yeah, she is. That's what I'm saying. Like, she's so young. Yes, she's in so many movies. She was just in Scream 7, Five Nights at Freddy's, Regretting You.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, Ghostbusters.
She's gonna be in the upcoming Hunger Games, and she just got the role for Daphne. I love her to death. I think her acting is great. However, I think whenever they're trying to just cast a young blonde, they immediately look to her.
That's insane.
And I'm not saying that she's not a good actress.
No, yeah, I love seeing her.
Yeah, but that don't mean that she is meant for every young blonde role.
Yeah, also Daphne's redhead. So, I don't know why they did that. Like, literally, in the cartoons, you even see her whole family's redheads. She has sisters that are all redhead. Like, where does this connect? Like, they could have gotten Cheryl. Well, I know her name's not actual, like, Cheryl, but from Riverdale.
But
she would have been perfect as a Daphne. Yes,
but she's also a bit out of the age range. They're looking for teenagers.
Oh, yeah, they are teenagers. Well, they were smoking pot. Most of the show, they're high.
Well, yeah,
but... It was the 70s. I think they were in college-ish.
Well, yes, but that was back in 2017 when the show actually came out. Her now, the actress, she's 31.
Oh, wow.
She's 31. So,
wow.
I mean, yes, she is a redhead, but they would never even considered her because they're trying to find teenagers
Like
for
younger.
the show.
Yeah. Okay. I can't think of any other, like,
I mean,
other
if
than
they,
like older ones.
if they wanted to get
A young redhead.
a young redhead, then the most obvious answer would have been Sadie Sink.
Oh!
Because
oh my God, yes!
a redhead.
Yes! I don't know if she could embody
Like, if they were
Daphne,
trying to find,
though.
like, the most popular redhead, then it would have been Sadie Sink.
I wonder who they're going to cast as Velma.
They already have the whole cast.
Oh, I didn't look. I'm definitely looking into that. But,
Wait.
Yeah.
I can...
I'm actually so excited. Let me see.
This is who they have for the cast.
Oh. Oh, this is going to be interesting. No, this is definitely going to be an interesting cast.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually, I take back what I said. Because I forget she's older. I keep thinking of her as like little and like soft because that's what she used to play. She's always used to playing that. But with these pictures, like I can see her being like the tough, like, yeah.
I think that she is definitely like has the potential to play the tough girl. But I know that with the movies that she has been in, we haven't seen that yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm underestimating.
So this will be interesting for her.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
But you think like she's overcasted?
Yes, like going.
Okay.
Yes, I think that she is overcasted because that's 1, 2. She was in 3 movies in 2025. Wow. She's going to be in 2 movies for 2026, and she got the role for Daphne.
Wow.
In a Netflix show.
Wow. She's eating down.
She's getting that bag, but she's definitely
not
also
broke.
being. She's definitely also being overcasted.
Yeah. I would love to be introduced to some new faces.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, yeah.
I would love to be introduced to some unknown faces.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Because then that means that the casting crews are actually taking the time
to find the person
that is good for the role.
Agreed.
Which makes it binge worthy.
Yeah, that's so true.
Mm-hmm.
That's so true. Like with Gen V, I didn't know most of the cast. I haven't seen most of them before. Mm-hmm. I fell in love with all of them. Mm-hmm. I feel like they perfectly embody their characters
because they
perfectly.
were made for the role. I actually couldn't think of anybody else who could fit any of the roles.
Right, I can't either. It's
even the boys with Homelander.
Yes. So perfect.
Like Anthony Starr fully embodies Homelander.
He does, even outside.
A T. It's to the point where I even look at the actor and all I see is Homelander.
Yeah.
Because he just embodied it so well.
Joffrey from Game of Thrones, like I don't see him in anything, but I think people blacklisted it because of how good he played Joffrey. like literally, like the Game of Thrones fan base is really like strong, like very strongly opinionated, and they have an influence on the actual show. Unfortunately, not with the last season, but like I heard that they voted him off basically. Like they wrote in letters, like he got death threats, like he had to go to therapy afterwards because he hated the role himself. Like who would love that? But like people hated him because of how good he was at that role.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Scary.
And that's how you know that he did a good job. That's how you know that they were meant for the role. That's how you know that it's binge worthy.
Yeah.
If I see them promoting like any movie or show and it's a cast I don't know, I'm in.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes so much sense now. Yeah, because they're taking their time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's just going to make it more like binge worthy because if they take the time with characters, then you know they're taking their time with the script, with the plot, and with everything else that goes into making a movie or show.
Mm-hmm. That's so true. Even with the boys, like none of them are huge stars, but now all of them are.
Mm-hmm.
That's so true. And they're bringing in the cast from Supernatural.
Yes.
For this new season. Yes. So excited for that. So excited for that. I'm so obsessed. Love you, Dean and Sam. And also Castiel if you're going to be in it. Love you all. Love you all. Love you all. Okay, but now I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
What makes you stop watching a show? Like, what makes you turn off that TV like, no more?
Ooh.
No more.
Ooh. it's like how when you said you have to watch 2 episodes before you can actually see if you like the show. Because if I start a new show and by 2 episodes in I'm still not interested, or I'm still like, oh, I'm definitely watching this as soon as I get back from work or as soon as I get back from school. If that's not in my mind, then it's not worth my time. Because if you can't convince me why I should watch this show in 2 episodes, then it's not for me. Especially since 2 episodes can give you 2 hours. Yeah. Because sometimes a lot of shows recently are doing 45-minute to an hour-long episodes, so they have the time. And if you cannot convince me in 2 hours, then that is not worth my time. It's just not.
Yeah.
It's just not. And then let's say I'm binge watching a show, and then I stop at midway. The reason I stop at midway is because as seasons continue, you can tell that they're caring less about the quality.
Yeah, that's how I felt about Grey's Anatomy. Sorry to say, please don't cancel me.
That's how I felt. That's how I felt about 2 shows, Shameless and Vampire Diaries.
Ooh, wait a minute.
No, wait. Listen.
Okay.
And I think they fell off because of one main reason. They didn't stop when the main character left.
Oh, Walking Dead. Yeah. Yeah. Because how we continue a show without the main character?
Like the main
they
character.
Did that in Vampire Diaries?
Yes, Elena left in like season 6 or 7, and they went to 8 seasons.
Wow. I definitely do not remember that, but I do love the show.
Because, if I'm not mistaken, wait. Yeah, she left at the end of season 6.
Wow.
And they had 8 seasons.
Wow.
Elena was the face of Vampire Diaries. And after she leaves, you're still gonna...
I don't feel like people were as connected to Elena, though.
People weren't as connected to Elena, but the whole story, the whole plot line was about Elena from the start.
Technically, it's about Stefan and Damon. Because even, like, the
Is it, though?
I feel like...
Is it, though? I mean, because, like, we learned about Elena's plot line, her backstory. We learned about, like... And don't get me wrong, we learned about, like, Stefan and Damon's, too. But it's literally called the Vampire Diaries.
Yeah, but we learned later that Stefan, he had the diaries. Wasn't it his diaries? And then he was upset because... It don't matter. No, but I was just basically saying because, like... I would feel the same way if I actually liked the main character. I wasn't as attached to her. That's probably why. Like with Walking Dead, I felt that. Because why is Rick gone? Why is Rick gone for 2 seasons? Why are we just gonna act like he dead every other episode? Like, that's so annoying to me. Like, it makes no sense.
What about Shameless? Because you've seen Shameless, right?
I did, and I stopped watching after a while. You're right. I put it down.
Because Fiona left at the end of season 9.
Yeah. I was connected to Fiona. I learned to love her.
And yeah, Shameless had 11 seasons.
Yeah. It was mainly about, like, Debbie, right? It followed Debbie a lot. Right.
And nobody liked Debbie. She was one of the least favorited members of the family.
Yeah. Even when she was little, I didn't like her. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
No. Love the person who plays her. I just don't love the character.
Right.
She did that too well.
Right.
No, but yeah, you're right. When they lose Fiona, they kind of lost the plot. Yeah.
When they lose the main character, they lose the plot.
Yeah. Because that's why people were connected to the show in the first place. Unless you just feel connected to the family now. And the rest of the members. But no, I agree. That would make me stop watching too. When they kill off your favorite characters, all of them. Like, okay, who am I going to connect to now? Right. I agree.
Walking Dead.
When they got Glenn, yo. And my mom loves the guy who killed Glenn, which pisses me off because I'm like, girl, she calls him Dimples. Like, girl, why are you flirting with him? He's the enemy. He's funny. He was the comedic relief, though. Glenn was like the sweetheart. I don't really know who the comedic relief was at first. I think it was Daryl. He was funny. He was funny for no reason. He just was straight up, and it was a little funny. But when the bad guy came in that killed Glenn, he was the comedic relief. But it's like, Glenn? You're gonna kill Glenn? And his wife didn't even feel it as hard as Rick did. Rick lost his wife, lost his son, almost lost his daughter, couldn't find his daughter because his ass was off doing side missions away from the show for like 2 seasons. Where's Rick? Mm-hmm. Oh, that made me bad. That made me so bad, genuinely. I didn't really finish that. I also didn't watch the branched off shows either.
And you know what? Why didn't you finish it?
Because Rick left. Because the main character left. You lose the main character, you lose the plot. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Which camera?
This camera.
This one? Okay, I'm looking at you. He did Rivalry, bring it back. Make a movie even. Make a cartoon even. I don't care. You can make whatever sequel you want, okay? I got so deeply connected to that show fast. First episode, like throughout the show we all knew about the main plot, but that was peak. That was peak. But that was my last bit. Mm-hmm. Bring it back. Amen. Yo.
And that's all that I have on today's episode. Thank you, Max, for being on the episode. Thank you. Thank you for talking with me about PR, about method dressing, about binge-worthy shows, about sequels. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. And like what's really like worth our time. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for bringing me.
Of course. And that's all on today's episode of Pop Culture Breakdown. I'm Alexis, and thank you for watching. Bye.